news! We have news! What's up, everybody? It is Tuesday, the 20th, and I've got some news for you. I don't know if this is going to go out late on Tuesday or early on Wednesday, so good night or good morning, but good Power Rangers to you all. So this news came out today, which was maybe confirming some things we were thinking might be happening. Calm some nerves. Some people's nerves are a little worse. So what is this? Jonathan Entwistle is going to be at the helm of Power Rangers. So we talked about this a little bit. Remember, this was the rumor back a few months ago at this point. Not really sure. It's probably the Illuminati. But said he was being tapped for this. And then we thought, okay, maybe it's going to be the movie and stuff. But then we haven't heard about the movie in a while. Now, you know, COVID, things happen, right? But without hearing about the movie, I was kind of getting a little worried. Thinking maybe things had just kind of gone, you know, on hiatus. Things got pushed back a little bit and hadn't really heard anything about it. But then, kabam! A big question, what's going to happen after Dino Fury? We got a few answers for that as well. Jonathan Entwistle signs on to Reimagine new film and television universe based on Hasbro's Power Rangers for Entertainment One. First off, this is how the video is going to roll, right? I'm going to go over the news. We're just going to kind of read it, break it down just a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and talk more about section by section and what we should think about, what you don't need to be worried about, maybe what you should be worried about. I don't know. Let's get going. Entertainment One, they go by eOne. Hasbro's Entertainment Studio announced today that the producer and director Jonathan Entwistle has come on board to shepherd new film and television adaptations of Power Rangers. So eOne's going to develop and produce the projects, with Entwistle set to direct across both formats: movies, television. Entwistle develop and producing the projects, both formats. I got a quote here from Nick Meyer, the president of film, I guess, part of eOne. Quote, Jonathan has an incredible creative vision for this iconic and hugely successful franchise and is hands down the right architect to join us as we reimagine the television and film worlds of this property. We're definitely going to be taking a breakdown of that one. And then another one came from Michael Lombardo, who's the president of Global Television. Quote, across our slate, we are looking forward to working with the most talented storytellers as we take on Hasbro's rich fan favorite brands and build entertainment universes around them. That was maybe a little less specific to Power Rangers, more of course because eOne partnering with Hasbro, eOne is going to be able to deal with properties that they never ever were able to. So if you're wondering who is Jonathan Entwistle, he most recently co-created the Netflix original series I Am Not Okay With This, which I feel like I need to watch because the title of it is I'm Not Okay With This. It's probably good. And created the Netflix original series The End of the Effing World. I'm not going to bother editing whatever, so I'm just going to say effing. The End of the Effing World. Graduated the prestigious Chelsea School of Art in London. And yeah, he has been making some stuff geared towards, I guess, more young adult, coming of age kind of stories. Again, I have not watched it, but hey, in the comments, let me know if you've watched I'm Not Okay With This or The End of the Effing World. What did you think about them? Because that guy is going to be bringing towards Power Rangers. Now, no, we're not going to we got to get back to this. Okay, this is going to be a quote directly from Entwistle. Quote, this is an unbelievable opportunity to deliver new Power Rangers to both new and existing generations of awaiting and adoring fans. That's us. We'll bring the spirit of analog into the future, harnessing the action and storytelling that made this brand a success. We had plot? What? Oh, he apparently didn't watch season 1. That's, sorry, news face. Right, back to the news. Quote, I'm looking forward to working with the teams at eOne and Hasbro. Together, we can't wait to share more Power Rangers with the world very soon. That makes me very excited and very, very hopeful for the future. There wasn't a lot more after it, but then there was this little, you'd think it just got hushed in, but let me tell you. And so in 2018, Hasbro acquired the Power Rangers franchise from Saban Branch. And you're like, okay, this is the normal spiel at the bottom of press releases, right? Releasing their first products in early 2019. In addition to the new non-kid projects under Entwistle, Power Rangers inspired kids series Beast Morphers is currently in season 2. So, whoa! It's like, wait, pull the horse back, pull him back. So, he's in charge of these non-kid projects, but then when they're saying Ranger, first off, Ranger inspired, it's literally Power Rangers. It's not Power Rangers. Whatever, right? This is fine. Kids series Beast Morphers. So are they thinking maybe what's not for kids? What is not for kids? Because if he's taking over the show, the TV show, and the movie, they're all, I mean, for kids. Power Rangers is for kids, right? I mean, clearly, I am a child at heart. Let's go back to the top here of what we're seeing. Shepherding the new film and television adaptations of Power Rangers. Is this meaning the Hasbro toy split is confirmed-ish? That they're going to be taking this and creating their own cinematic universe with what? This is where the brains can just start freaking out, right? This is where you start going, is this going to be a huge universe where it's mainly, you know, it's the movies, but then you have a series, or is it an ongoing series? And maybe the movies are just based on, like, the highest of high. Maybe we only get the cadets. There's a bajillion ways you can possibly do this. But one guy is going to be up top. And that, to me, is a very, very promising thing, Ranger Nation, because if you have one creative mind, look how well things are flowing. Now, this is, I mean, Shattered Grid worked perfectly. Don't get me wrong, because that was both Ryan Parrott and Kyle, I'm going to remember his name, and, like, Higgins. There you go. But remember when Ryan Parrott was writing both of them, he had one mind. He had one vision for both of them, and it worked so well together. I would love to see what this possibly means. I love this. Admittedly, I love this as a channel because I'm just getting ready to drop some more money into the studio to up it for that next level, right? Does this mean the Hasbro split is confirmed? If we have one new guy taking over everything, you would think creating a cinematic universe, they're not going to just be using one season. They can't just use Lupad for something. They can't just use Kira Major for something. And wow. This is where I'm going to shift a little bit. What could this mean for Power Rangers going forward? Well, with having these different ones and knowing that Mighty Morphin is still king, do you think they're going to relaunch as Mighty Morphin? Could you imagine really reimagining Power Rangers, reimagining Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, or even just... It's just a very, very crazy thought, and I really want to know what you guys are thinking about it, because if we have no more Sentai footage, we, I guess, have to say goodbye to our thoughts and our dreams of getting any of those last suits over here in America. But could this mean Power Rangers comes back to a forefront? Can Power Rangers start getting more shelf space in the toy aisle? I'm looking at what... I mean, Transformers for me is right next to Power Rangers, at least one of the stores that I go to, and Transformers consistently is 4 wide, top to bottom, and right now Power Rangers are struggling. They're getting less and less and less, and I know we don't really have a lot of new product coming out right now, but it's tough sometimes to be like, we could be more, and I feel like we will be more, and I feel like this is them taking it in that direction. But if this means no more of the spandex stuff coming over from Japan, and it is all complete 100% American-made footage, which again, believe this is speculation stuff. I read the article. This is us kind of thinking forward. If it's all in his hands, where does it go? Wow. Wow. I really hope they're right and he has a great plan going forward, because at least we have one place to go, or to blame, if all of this goes right side up. Wait, upside down. We want it to go right side up, right? Right. So yeah, that's where we stand at the end of all this. I will, of course, have a link if you want to go ahead and read the press release for yourself. So I wonder if some of the other stuff, like the time traveling and everything, how... It's gonna be strange. One guy in charge of everything, time traveling. I just want Hyperforce. Give me Hyperforce. No. Hey, if you guys are still around to the video, end of the video, thank you so much. So on the 21st, Wednesday, October 21st, check your local listings for whenever Strawberry 17 is streaming. But there's going to be this really cool new show called The Unleashed, and it is, so Strawberry 17, who played Chloe in Hyperforce, is the Pink Ranger. So she's going to be in it, as well as some stuff's going to be written and produced by Melissa Flores, who you know from, again, comics. She was the one directly involved in Hyperforce from Saban Brands, as well as she did like stuff for Beast Morphers, writing and production and stuff as well. All of they're going to be involved in it. I think Pauly Schur's going to be involved at some point. It looks like it's going to be a blast, a mixture of role-playing with actual scripted stuff and recorded things bringing in. It's going to be at, I think, 8:30 Central Standard Time, but I really want to make sure I give a plug to him. Best of luck to our Ranger and our Ranger family on their next big things that are happening. So, and I'm planning to, hopefully, we're going to be in that chat, so say hey and give her a sub if you want. So that's about it. My name's Ranger Liz. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the sub button if you want, and I'll catch you in the next thing, which is going to be Ranger News. Or Toku. I'll see you later. Doodles.